Haters got you down? I totally understand. Everybody's got something negative to say about somebody else, and you know what? The more you do better, doesn't it seem like the haters keep showing up? We're going to talk about it on today's podcast. Hi, my name is Michael Johnson. I'm a ballroom dance professional, a life coach, and a peak performance expert. I'm part of a group of motivated people who are dedicated to attaining emotional mastery and unlocking our full potential. We don't believe others are responsible for how we feel. In fact, we don't believe anyone can make us feel anything. We believe in the magic of ballroom dance. It has taught us how to improve our bodies, challenge our minds, and inspire our souls. And in return, I want to share those lessons with the world. We are lifers, and this is Magic for Life. Hey everybody, Michael Johnson back with today's podcast on Don't Listen to the Haters. We're so glad you joined us today, and I'm excited to have you here. I just wanted to talk to you about a subject that we all have to deal with, and honestly, it just keeps coming back around. The better you get, the more you progress, the better you're going to have haters. I know you know that sounded funny, right? The better you're going to have haters. That's maybe not proper English. That's okay. Let's not focus on that. But the more haters you're going to have, the better you get. And this is unfortunate, but it's true. We've had to have all had this experience. You start to do something really well, and somebody always chimes in. Yeah, but. You know, you suggest something and everybody in the group goes, yeah, let's do that. And you always have that one person in the group that's like, well, yeah, but this isn't going to work, or that's not going to work. And it happens to all of us. And it happens in little minor situations like that, or in huge situations. And honestly, the better you get, the more haters there will be. And that's huge, because that's going to become something that you have to utilize in your own world in the best way possible. Because you have to have this little trigger in your mind that says, okay, the more good things that I do, the better that I get, there's always going to be that one little thorn that's sitting in the background going, yeah, but you can't do that. Or this is, that's good, but I don't know, it's not going to work. Or, there's always going to be somebody in the background, So I encourage you to continue to do the good things that you're doing. Keep serving the people you're serving, and keep pushing towards what you'd like to do. And I have to warn you that there's going to be haters along the way. And it's okay, sometimes, and you might have heard one of my other podcasts, and I talk about this, sometimes I get a little more ranty about it, but today I wanted to kind of approach it from less of a rant perspective and a little bit more of a practical application. And this is, for our own benefit. We can't always rant about things. We don't want to complain and whine and cry about them. Oftentimes, we just need to hear about it and focus on how we can improve, how we can actually take our world to the next level and forget about the haters. That's really the big deal. So I want to share with you a little story just about, some experiences that I've had along the way. And it pretty much happens every single time. The better I have one of my students do, the more people want to speak up. So I just sent one of my students into the pro ranks, and one of their assets was just to be powerful and strong. They were very energetic, and they went into the pro ranks from the amateur ranks, and everybody loved them. They loved their energy. They loved their attack. They loved what they were bringing to the floor. And of course, the haters showed up. And inevitably, the haters, some of the people that weren't on board with it, what did they do? Well, the first thing they did was told them, well, you're too wild. You're too crazy. You got to calm it down. You've got to be more like the older folks, right? Well, after a year of hearing this and getting coaching from other people who I'd easily call the haters, they came back out on the floor, and I remember listening and overhearing some of the people talking about their dancing. And the basic gist of it was, oh, well, they're too calm. I wonder where that fire went. oh, their fire's gone now. They used to have this amazing power and energy on the floor, and now it seems like it's going away. And now the haters showed up on the other side. They got the changes that they wanted, and they basically pulled them down. It's a simple story, and maybe you've heard this before, but it's the crab in the bucket theory. And the crab in the bucket theory is just this. If you throw a whole bunch of crabs in a bucket, in fact, if you throw enough that they can actually use each other to climb out, they will not make it out. Because as the top crab climbs, they'll actually work together for a little bit, and they'll climb over each other, and they'll use each other to get out. But as soon as the top crab gets to the top of the bucket, the others will start to pull it down because they want to get out themselves. And so on a slightly more positive note, because I could take that in a negative way, but on a positive note, those people want to get out too. They're looking out for themselves. They're trying to help find some way to get out of the bucket. But they didn't help the other crab, the one that was about to get out. And so this happens constantly. So you can put crabs in a bucket, and for the most part, you can count on them staying in that bucket. And that's a great metaphor for our world, because oftentimes as you improve, as you get better, as you start to do things that are better, you're going to find that the others, the haters, the people that maybe you think are on your side will actually start to pull you down. And that's where I have to give you a warning, because sometimes the people closest to you might be some of those haters. And they might do it silently. You'd be surprised how often I hear that it's the parents. The parents that wanted the best for you are the ones that are actually kind of pulling you back. Now, in their defense, they want the best for you. They want you to be safe. They want you to be secure. They don't want you to be sad. They don't want you to get your hopes up and fail. And this is huge because they mean well. And sometimes it's brothers, sisters. Sometimes it's your best friends from college or from high school. And they're saying, no, you can't do this. Or they're giving you all the reasons why something won't succeed. But you have to proceed. And you have to overlook that, because sometimes they mean well, and sometimes the haters mean well for whatever perspective they're looking at it from. But you have to realize that the haters are fuel. They're fuel for your cause. Whatever your cause is, however you're going to change the world, however you are going to make a difference. Maybe it's just at your job. Maybe it's just in your own way. And it can be small, or it could be huge. Maybe you're trying to cure the world of some disease, and that's fine. If that's your cause, if that's your world, but you're going to have haters, you're going to have people that say you can't do it. And maybe it's just that you're going to provide bows to children that would love to have a bow because they can't afford it. A bow for their hair, or maybe it's something simple. But you know what? Whatever your cause is, there's going to be haters along the way, and there's going to be people that tell you you can't do it, you shouldn't do it, you're not qualified to do it, you're a horrible person, all of those things. But you have to remember, those haters can be fuel for your cause. Let them be a little bit of a spark. Let them be a little bit of some energy for you to do more that day, to say, no, I can do this, to actually provide you a little bit of negative motivation, right? Because you have to use the carrot and the stick, right? Sometimes you need the stick, sometimes you need the carrot, right? And we want to be able to go from both sides. So don't listen to the haters. Don't listen to the haters. This is all you. You've got this. You can do it. You can stay focused. Stay focused on what you want to do. Keep your dreams big, and don't listen to the haters as you go along to it. Now, remember, if you like these podcasts, one of the things I'd love you to do is please share the podcast with your friends. Or maybe somebody needs to hear this. Maybe this is the perfect message for somebody that's having a rough time with the haters. Please send it to them. Share it with them. This is free, for goodness sakes. Give it to them. Maybe it'll change their world. Maybe it'll just get them right back on track and headed towards the direction they need to go. So share it, like it if you're on Facebook, or comment and let us know that you loved it. And if you'd like to hear more from us, then make sure you subscribe, and that way we know to keep making all of this cool content. And if you haven't followed us on Facebook, check out my Facebook page at Michael A. Johnson. And you can see some other content that we're putting up there. We're just trying to change your life, keep adding more value for you, and we hope you love it. And other than that, hey, if you want to learn ballroom, remember ballroom was my proficiency growing up before I got into personal development. And we've got a great Ballroom for Life program. Go check it out at ballroomforlife.com/free. You can check it out for 3 days for free. You can't go wrong. We'd love to see you in there, changing your state, changing your body, changing your world with a little bit of ballroom for your life. So check it out, ballroomforlife.com/free. And if not, we'll just see you on the podcast tomorrow. But I hope you go check it out. And we've got all sorts of amazing things for you if you follow some of our lines of contact, like our podcast or our Facebook Live or Ballroom for Life. We have a lot of stuff out there for you. So we'll see you at the next podcast. Make sure you share and like this, and give it to somebody that needs it. We'll see you at the next podcast. Take care. Are you loving Majic for Life? Please like and share our podcast on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Want more magic for your life? Join me for some great Facebook Lives on the official Facebook page at Michael A. Johnson Official.